If your student is doing the work to write a scholarship essay or even an admissions essay, but they keep hearing back no's or silence, then there could be a chance that it's not necessarily the idea that's losing, it's actually the format. Scholarship judges read fast. In fact, we give out money every single year, and I can tell you we fly through the essays. We have to compare a lot of different students. And when an essay feels hard to follow or messy or all over the place, it gets scored lower or forgotten, even if the story was good. So in today's video, I want to talk about scholarship essay formats that win, how to format a scholarship essay so that we are put at the top of the pile. I'll walk you through how to help your student with the best way to start an essay, the best way to end it, and a simple structure that your student can reuse again and again. Now, make sure you hit subscribe because every week I have a new strategy for your family to work towards a debt-free degree. Hey there, I'm Jocelyn Pearson, founder of the Scholarship System, where we help families overwhelmed by the cost of college secure scholarships so that their children can graduate with as little debt as possible. So our main weapon is securing those scholarships. In fact, we've helped families secure over $16.5 million to date. And we are not stopping there. Now, just a quick note, we specialize in U.S. citizens and permanent residents. We're not familiar with the process for international families. All right, let's dive in because I can talk about this all day. So I want to say this up front. When I am talking to you about a scholarship essay and helping your student write it better, I'm not trying to turn your student into the perfect writer. What we want to do is help them become a clear communicator because clarity wins. When a judge reads a scholarship essay, they're asking very common questions among all judges, no matter what the situation is. That is, did the student answer the prompt? Did they actually answer the prompt? You'd be surprised at how many don't. Do I understand the story without having to reread it? Am I confused? And then, does this student sound like a real person? Can we relate to them? And lastly, do I feel confident giving this money to them? Do we think it's going to be a positive ROI is what we talk about in the Scholarship System course. So here's a format that helps make all of that easier to show. Now, before you and your students start working on even the first sentence, I want to really find a structure that they can stick to. It'll make it a lot easier for writing too. So for most essays, especially super common topics like tell us about yourself or why do you deserve this or describe a challenge when, these prompts can pretty much all follow a 4-part framework that I want to cover in today's video. First is starting with something specific, a moment, a scene, a quick statement that grabs attention. We want to give the backstory just enough so that the judge can understand what's going on. We want to teach the lesson. So what did your student learn from this? How are they changed? What will they do now? What are they doing now? And then tying it to the scholarship and why this matters for their future and why they are a good fit. And your student can do this in 500 words, in 1,000 words. It just depends on the scholarship and the word requirements. But the format can still stay the same. It just might be one sentence versus a paragraph. So here's why I love this. It really helps keep the students from writing either a generic essay or rambling or missing the whole point of the topic. We don't want this kind of random journal entry or long text that doesn't land. Now, before we go into this deeper, if your family wants to learn the full process on how to secure scholarships, not just one essay structure, I walk you through that exact system in our free webinar. It's completely free. You can register at thescholarshipsystem.com/free webinar, or you can find the link in the description below, along with any other resources that I mentioned. So now let's focus on the best way to start. So I gave a quick idea, but many students start a scholarship essay in one of 3 ways that instantly make the judges tune it out. They restate the prompt in a boring way, like we are taught in school, but that's not what wins money. They open up with a generic quote. They try to pick George Washington said, yada, yada. And a lot of times it doesn't even relate. Or they do a big, vague statement like, I've always been passionate about helping others. And if your student's doing this, it's okay. I did it too, but we're going to learn better from now on. So what is a better way to do this? I'm going to give you 3 winning options here, and you can help your student pick the one that matches their personality, matches the prompt, and matches the story that we plan to tell. So option 1 is a key moment, okay? We have in the scholarship system something that actually helps identify these stories. But a quick snapshot, a conversation, a decision, a result. For example, when my mom told me we couldn't afford the deposit, I opened my laptop and started searching for scholarships. And I didn't stop for 3 weeks. I was up until the crack of dawn. I can picture this, right? That's what we want to do. We really want it to be a moment that we can have them envision, and that will absolutely stand out. The second option could be starting with a sentence that makes the judge think. For example, the hardest part of being first generation is not filling out the college applications, but translating every step of the process to my parents. Again, it's actually a specific moment, but it gets them thinking, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. That is challenging. And it paints a picture of the student's life at the same time. I was actually just recently reviewing an essay, and it brought up a challenge to a societal view, and it was memorable. Okay, option number 3, starting with the problem that the scholarship is trying to solve. So if the scholarship is focused on something like community service or leadership or career focused, whatever it is, we can start it off with something that we're trying to conquer. So an example would be in my town, most students don't realize that they can earn college money before senior year until someone shows how. So this goes back to that student writing all these scholarship essays. If they're trying to sell us at the scholarship system about how they're passionate about scholarships as well, this might be a good way to start. Now, here's what matters. The first 2 or 3 sentences should do one job. Make the judge continue reading, or let's say 2, make them continue reading and help them remember us. So they don't need to know a whole entire story right up front, but they do need to be engaged. They do need to care. They do need to want to keep reading. And I want to hear from you because I do read the comments. What part of the essay stresses your family out the most or your student out the most? Is it the opening? Is it the closing? Or is it figuring out what to say in the whole essay? Comment below with just a quick line about what is the hardest part for your student or for yourself when you're working with them. So that moves me into the next part, and that is endings. Because a weak ending I wouldn't say that it gets us eliminated, but it certainly doesn't help us stand out. And so if we can make it strong, it can drastically improve our chances. So some students will wrap up with something like, thank you for your time and consideration. And it's polite, but it's not memorable. A winning ending does one of these things. It brings it back to the beginning. So if we opened up with a moment, that closing, we can show what that moment means now. It can create this kind of full circle event, right? So we painted the picture at the beginning of translating, and now we're showing how we're excelling. 2, we can make the future feel real. So not I'm going to change the world, but maybe with this scholarship, reducing the amount of work hours I need to pursue, I can focus on tutoring younger students in math twice a week. So showing, hey, I'm going to take this money, it's going to free up capacity so that I can do this with it. 3rd, it can tie directly to the scholarship values. So this is where we can prove, hey, we're aligned with you if this is a mission-driven topic. So we can name their focus, whether it's leadership or community service or STEM or research, whatever it is, and show how we are already living it and what we're going to do next that aligns with it. Now, parents, if you're helping review this before your student submits it, have them read only the first paragraph and the last one. And if it feels like 2 completely different stories, then we may want to just double check that. Also, reading out loud is always a tip that we tell our families because we often find errors when we do that. And speaking of, your student should not be rewriting this from scratch every scholarship. We've had families get 6 figures in scholarships, and I asked them how many essays. They said 5 essays. So when we really crack this, we can often reuse and just tweak it. That's what step 6 in the scholarship system is all about. So a smart approach is to build that core essay in a strong essay format like this, and then customize the beginning and the ending to really tie towards that prompt and that scholarship. But we don't want to force something that doesn't fit, of course. But this is a great way so that we avoid burnout in the scholarship process. Okay, I have another video about writing winning scholarship applications. I'm going to link to that in the description, or you can click on that here. You can watch that next. It'll help you connect the essay to the full package. But here's a quick recap. So scholarship essay format, it is critical when it comes to winning scholarship money. We want one that is easy to follow, that makes the judge lean in and has them remember the student about their story. So I still refer to students as the topic of their essays to this day from a decade ago. And we want to end with something that's clear, future focused, tied back so that we can prove we are the right fit for a scholarship award. And if you want me to walk you again through the full scholarship strategy that we teach families, from finding them to knowing if they're legitimate or not, organizing the process, writing strong essays, winning the money, make sure you register for that free training. I'll also, in that free training, show you where to find legitimate scholarships if you're not finding more options to write an incredible essay. Just go to thescholarshipsystem.com/free webinar. And also the link is in the description as well. I'll see you in the next video.